Morning, Mr. Kamal. It's a pleasure. This way. Donald, this is my associate, Donald Darby. Mr. Kamal.
Here, let me do this.
It's okay.
I got it.
It's all right. I'm fine. Thank you. Thank you.
In order for Gardner Ross to be fully prepared for the general meeting, we need a decision on shared revenue warrants.
I cannot give you a definite answer without consulting the prince.
And with regard to self-dealing...
Look, with all due respect, and in full recognition of your role here, we're way beyond the point where this kind of shuttle diplomacy is at all workable.
The prince is very pleased with our تقدمنا.
Progress.
I like to judge for myself the kind of man that I'm dealing with.
The kind of man you're dealing with is the Prince of Natar.
Yeah. Look, what I mean to say is that this deal is of a very high priority to Gardner Ross.
The prince will see you for half an hour before the general meeting.
That still doesn't give us much time.
No, that's great. That's great.
Naturally, it will be simply for Anissa.
Social.
His Highness will not wish to discuss business.
Well, this is a $500 million deal. The prince doesn't want to discuss business. You know, what the hell does he want to talk about? I've had it with the back-ass carpet haggling. It's over. Finished. What's your problem?
That was the prince. I'm afraid he thinks your negotiating skills
Suck.
Prince's tactic is common in Gulf state negotiations.
Thank you for the warning.
Perhaps I should have also warned you not to refer to the Prince of Natar as a carpet haggler.
Shut up.
Yeah, shut up.
You shut up.
There's $5 million at stake here in commissions and fees. What are we going to do?
I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to buy a very expensive present, apologize profusely, and we are going to put me in lead position.
Forget it. I brought the Natari deal in. It's mine. You can buy him whatever you want.
Sally, it's your call.
Work it out.
Oh, fine. Thank you for the input.
It's not that we don't appreciate the fine job being done by you great security commission agents, you know.
It's my job to pursue all plausible leads.
Listen, we just went through a merger, okay? We've been raked over with a fine-tooth comb.
Marty.
Gardner
Oh,
Ross.
great, you woke up, Mom. Way to go, Pally.
Sally Ross. May I help you?
OSC, investigations. I'm pursuing a tip about stock churning.
Do I look like the kind of schmuck who's going to needlessly buy and sell grandma stock for what? A commission? Hey, what?
Last year, you were suspended for front running.
There is a big difference, pal.
Is it really necessary to come in here and make public allegations?
Based on a rat?
I just wanted to ask a few routine questions. It's Mr. Stevens who started yelling and waving his arms, so we'll do it the hard way. I want all trading information for the last 48 hours.
Forget it.
72 hours.
Is 10 o'clock tomorrow morning soon enough?
Listen, just forget all the other bull. It's very simple, okay? If you want something, you buy clothes. If you don't want something, you buy puts. Now, you decide. You want or you don't want.
Yeah, which francs? Swiss or French? Don't just come at me demanding francs.
We all have our roles to play. His is to do his job. Mine is to make his job miserable. Just too bad for him. I get the fun part.
Whoa, check your decimal point there, sport.
You want to punch up houseware supply?
Why? You gonna get something speckled?
High 10 1/4, low 10 1/4, change 0.
That's current, is it?
Mart, it's been current for the past decade.
It inches up every year. Glaciers move faster than houseware supply.
Well, then, somebody is going to get speckled.
A lousy pair of cufflinks.
You bought a lousy pair of cufflinks for a man with 5 Rolls Royces? I don't think so.
Okay, we got 2.5 hours to buy the prince a present. What do we get him?
On my last trip to the Gulf, I sat across from a Saudi emir, and sitting next to him, flying first class, was his pet falcon.
Thanks, Adam. We're doing fine.
I'm sure you are, which is why I've decided to take a couple days off.
What if he needs you?
Oh, I don't think you'll need me. Right, Jack?
Right, Adam.
I'm not so sure.
Buy the prince a falcon.
Where do you get a falcon?
Don't look at me. He was looking at you.
Why am I the last to know?
I'm burnt! What?
Every screwy deal you get, you're begging to dip into my investment pool. $500 million sure thing comes along and you cut me out.
Oh, you mean the Atari deal?
Mr. Big Time. Mr. International Investment Banker. You know what? You shouldn't forget your friends.
Oh, we're friends now.
See, I thought that's what we decided we were.
Oh, you mean like dip in the investment pool friends? Or dip in the whirlpool kind of friends?
We can't get the Prince of Falcon.
Why not?
They're on the endangered list. I think we should get Adam to talk to some of his friends on external list.
No, I'll handle it. Just meet me at the meeting, the prince's meeting, and bring Anne with you.
What don't you understand? December contracts. You sell, me buy.
Oh, Sea Devil Brigade, 12 o'clock high.
What's going on, Marty?
Just as a matter of interest, who noticed it first?
I did.
You were really letting me down lately.
You're shorting houseware supply.
Yes, I know. Radical move.
The stock is bulletproof. It never moves. If Marty's shorting it, it's because he knows something the market doesn't.
Have you taken the time to read their latest annual report?
You read an annual report?
You don't know how to read.
Okay, my crew needs room to work. Ladies, ta-ta. Your office, it's off that way. Ta-ta.
Hi, Gardner Ross.
Hi. Yes, I know, but I was told to not make you welcome.
Your lead on this deal and you can't get us in the door?
I'm sorry.
Oh, no, we all have our jobs, you know. I was wondering if, I don't know if there's any way, but I don't even know if you're allowed to,
I would love to go to a ballet.
I would love to take you to a ballet.
Oh.
I'll take that. Thank you.
Way to keep her occupied.
My pleasure.
Mr. Larkin, Ian Wardlaw, Merchant Bank of London. The competition, you understand.
Yeah. You scooped me on that Venezuelan oil project, didn't you?
Now you know all my secrets, huh? Will you be at the dinner tonight?
Oh, this meeting is really just to placate the also-rans. The real do's tonight.
Yeah.
Right then. Good luck.
That guy for real?
Yeah, he's British.
Quite handsome. Thank you, Ian. My pleasure, Your Highness.
Cufflinks?
Jack, I get the distinct impression this guy hates you.
Oh, my God.
It's good, huh?
It's a lawn ornament.
Thank you, Mr. Larkin. Thank you very much.
This business deal means a great deal to me. I hope we can get over what happened this morning.
Please, be seated. We can begin.
Yours was a thoughtful gift, Mr. Larkin. You'll join us at dinner tonight?
It will be my pleasure.
Just a few business associates and their wives.
We would be delighted.
This is my wife, Anne.
Ah, your wife. Excuse us. Till tonight.
Sounds like an elegant quality.
Homophone.
4 letters.
You came home early.
Couldn't wait to see you.
You're a sweet liar.
Oh, no, that's just... Jack is messing up this big deal, and Sally's refusing to intervene. Oh, don't get me started. Perhaps if I absent myself from Felicity for a while, they'll realize they can't live without me.
Passive-aggressive? That doesn't sound like you.
Gotta try something new.
Excuse me, Mrs. Cunningham. I'm going to have to refill this prescription soon. Use these up fast, eh?
I can't sleep without them. I guess I'm building up a tolerance.
Well, you'll be sure to mention that to Dr. Reston now.
Thanks, Ellie. These sleeping pills?
Sodium amybarbital. Did you know that you snore in 5 distinctly different ways?
I do?
You
No,
do.
I don't.
I should get him to prescribe something stronger.
Yeah, I see it's in a free fall, but the sell-off is as overdone as a convenience store hot dog.
Well, what do you do when the well you're digging runs dry? You dig deeper, yeah!
Sally, I took a look at the Houseware Supply Annual.
Good.
It's good. Everything okay?
I can't decide. Haven't thought about lipstick a day in my life. And now it takes me 5 minutes to decide between Russet Sunrise and Orange Ochre. It's red. It's all just red.
It's only been a week since your father died.
I'm fine.
You know, around here, a woman is allowed 2 emotions. Frustration and anger. Anything else, you pay the price. Wear orange ochre.
So you're a Rotary Club wannabe from Armpit, Ontario, but you got a dream, your own houseware supply franchise. So you cash in your RRSP, and you pay in advance for a full 5 years. Not 1, not 2.
But Houseware Supply records it as income all in the first year.
Which inflates their profit picture. How come no one else caught it?
The annual report's only been out a day and a half. And they've changed to a no-name auditor.
Yeah, but when they do, someone's going to catch it, and they're going to catch on, all the dirty laundry will come out, and... So, can I go now? Yeah?
Okay, how long have we been married?
4 years in May.
Oh, what church?
St. Basil's.
What about the reception?
I got drunk, punched out your old man. You did the best man in the broom closet. You really put a lot of thought into this you and me thing, haven't you?
Oh, please, don't flatter yourself. Here, put this on.
Where'd you get that?
Oh, top drawer of my desk. Case of Randy Client break glass.
Doesn't fit.
Reception was at the yacht club. Oh. Honeymoon in, Walealawaki.
Waleawala.
Just say Maui. We're house hunting in Moore Park.
Yeah, you never thought of this before.
Mr. Larkin, we are honored. May I present my wife, Princess Fatima bint Khalifa al-Tariq.
This is my wife, Anne.
A pleasure. Tonight we are going to dine in the traditional Natari manner.
We've been looking forward to it.
We women will leave the men to their business and Mrs. Larkin.
Their business?
Traditionally we dine separately.
Gentlemen. Please. Would you prefer a stool, Mr. Larkin?
No, it's all right. It's all right. It's kind of like Boy Scouts, huh? No girls, just us boys.
Yes. Perhaps later we can roast marshmallows.
Wow. Always takes one by surprise. Like butterflies. Though I'm more a Burberry girl myself. Please, sit down.
1979. A sad year for both the West and the East alike.
Was that the year the American Marines got blown up in Beirut?
That was 83, I believe. Claire and I were living in Cairo at the time.
For my good friend Kamal, 1979 marks the beginning of the decline of the West.
The passing of John Wayne. Peace be upon him.
I'm more of a Clint Eastwood sort of chap myself.
Yes, as am I, Mr. Wardlow.
I work too much. I don't see a lot of movies.
How on earth do you stay abreast of the Vox Populi?
Well, Reuters, bond prices, currency fluctuations, you know.
Mr. Larkin, it is important to have a rounded life.
Huh. I know. I'm trying.
And what about children?
Oh, no. Oh, well, actually, I guess we haven't given it enough thought.
Take my advice, don't leave it too long. I had my 3 by 30. All boys. One at Oxford. Second, an engineer in Riyadh. And a third who is simply devastatingly handsome. I have put off having my children until I gain my PhD. What's your thesis? I'm sure no one would be interested. Nonsense. Cosmic dust and the red shift. Really? Gosh, isn't that exciting? It basically deals with whether or not there's enough matter between the galaxies to counter the entropic spread of the universe.
That's amazing. Because my MBA thesis addressed how international monetary policy can counter the entropic spread of the free market. I actually use cosmic dust as a metaphor.
Oh, really? Well, you must tell us about that. Yes. Please do.
I've never locked my keys in my car before in my life, I swear.
I wanted to come to the West and go to Harvard, but my father said no.
I went to Harvard. It's, should I be taking you home now?
No, please. I've had such a wonderful night. Might we go for a drink?
A drink? As in alcohol?
Darby, I am not one of those delicate swans who dance in the chorus. Have you anything to drink here?
Just a sec. Good old Marty. It's a blend of fine scotches.
I have had scotch before. It's easier to hide in Natar than beer or wine. Here, we may share.
لا شكرا جزيلا لأنه حار جدا.
Of course, you don't speak Arabic, Mr. Larkin.
No, but my English is vastly improved.
It means because it's too hot. Well, perhaps I should translate the whole joke.
Is it worth it, Mr. Wardlaw?
Oh, I assure you it isn't.
Alicia has started the game.
What fun.
What game?
Don't you know, dear? We're going to show each other how we dance for our husbands.
Mr. Larkin. Oh, please.
No, I couldn't eat another thing.
You really should try one.
Coffee would be great. Thanks.
And now, girls, how do you think Anne dances for her husband?
I don't, actually. I make my husband dance for me.
Leanna, who hired you then?
Oh, yes, true. But of course, my current preference is always... No, the rose, of course, has its use.
Thank you for a very wonderful evening.
It's my pleasure. Good night.
Rasa salam. Darling.
Good night again.
Good night.
Your Highness.
Ah, your gift this afternoon.
My pleasure.
My falcon is a splendid creature. She is from your Queen Charlotte Islands. To see her stoop to prey on a bright Natari morning, it is a most magnificent sight.
Well, maybe I'll make it to Natar one day myself.
Perhaps. You will know at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. Good night.
Thank you very much. Darling?
A warlock guy buried me alive. Even I want to do business with him.
Well, it's a good thing Princess Fatima has so much influence on the prince.
How do you know that? How do you know that?
I asked Adam.
You want me to follow you home tonight?
No, I don't think.
Huh?
I don't think this is going where you think it's going.
Yeah? What? You want me to dance for you, huh? Come on, we're married.
Oh, Larkin. Oh, you're forgetting one thing. It's a marriage of convenience.
You forgot your ring. I can't get it off.
Jack Larkin. Inshallah.
We got
Okay. I expect Housewares to take a hit today, so I want... Where the hell is our equities expert now?
Houseware supply.
No bad news is bad news.
I thought this was supposed to be an efficient market. They can't even find a little creative bookkeeping.
Hey, if you really had faith, Flick, you'd max out the position.
Nah. We be good.
Oh, Marty.
That man's seconds away from a nervous breakdown.
All in the name of high finance, huh?
I found a deal breaker.
What deal?
The Natari oil additives plant.
Okay, take it very, very, very slowly.
Qatar is a member of OPEC, and OPEC sets the quotas for the amount of oil.
Not that slowly, come on.
Well, the prince used up his quota.
That's not a problem.
Yeah, no, he'll face sanctions. I called Samira, I set up a meeting.
Oh, God, did she talk to the prince?
She phoned back and confirmed, yeah.
The whole point of an oil additives plant is that it slips through an OPEC loophole. Oil's covered, additives are not.
I'll cancel the meeting.
The prince is paying us a lot of money for expert advice. Now we look like idiots. You cancel the meeting, we look like dithering idiots.
Why can't we just call Adam?
What's he gonna do, turn back time? Forget it. You gotta take the hit on this.
Okay, okay. Marty, could you excuse us for a minute?
No.
Go ahead.
It's really small, but there's a discrepancy.
How much?
5,000.
Take it out of petty cash.
Harding will use any excuse to go on a fishing expedition.
Then fix it.
I'll stall Mr. Harding. You find the discrepancy.
Who stole the ice cubes, Ray?
What's going on?
Nothing is going on. Houseware supplies is not going down.
We could kill two birds with one stone here. You go in and stall Mr. Harding by showing him the houseware supply report.
This wasn't a fraud. Exactly.
It's dishonest. The OSC will be grateful.
I can't. Susanna's right. I can't wade through an annual report.
Well, how did you find the information? Will the word insider apply?
Well, kind of. In a sort of way.
One of your famous gray areas?
Light gray is practically off-white, really.
It was nothing more than concern on the part of an overzealous subordinate.
Of course, I understand. Still, we must accept responsibility for the actions of our subordinates. Must we not? Samira will stay to clear up any more questions.
Listen, I really appreciate that.
It is difficult to control all the aspects of an operation. Thanks are not necessary.
He didn't seem to take that so bad from what he said.
What didn't he say?
He didn't say you caused embarrassment. Embarrassment comes at a price.
You know the toughest part of my job? Lighting. Windowless cages, sub-basement D, fluorescent lights. Eye strain, skin irritation. Hope I'm not boring you.
No. Oh, not at all. I'm happy that we have this chance to get to know each other.
Really? I assumed this was some kind of stall.
Now good time to show Mr. Harding the accounts.
Yes, please do. I'll leave you to it.
Here you go.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but in this new version of the Natari deal, we stand to make bugger all.
Adam, we faxed you FYI. There's really no need for a response.
We just go from bad to worse.
Yesterday there wasn't even a deal. How can this possibly be worse?
A lost deal doesn't cost us anything. A profitless deal wastes our time and resources. We won't forget this at bonus time, Darby.
It's not his responsibility. It's mine.
When my investors see this, they are going to bail.
You can't handle your own people? Seriously, you can't handle your own people?
Sure, I can handle my people. All you have to do is make good by cutting into the Gardner-Ross commission.
Out of the question. So call me if you decide to take any meaningful steps.
More problems?
Great. I'm sorry, Ann. Can you, excuse us for a moment? Sorry. We invoiced the prince for an $8,000 consultation fee when he didn't pay up.
We invoiced the prince for $3,000.
Who did it?
The other side?
Petty theft isn't a deal breaker. Can you deliver that to the prince personally? His eyes only.
Yep, sure.
Thank you.
Don't you think that you should talk to Adam about this?
He's not even in the office and he's jerking my chain.
Okay. So where were we?
Dorothea just met Ladislaw.
Dorothea and Ladislaw. Yeah.
I miss reading the most. No, painting. I miss painting. I was never any damn good, but I miss it.
Don't get moody.
You should talk. Rattling about here, pacing your lair.
Oh, come on.
You're agitated about something. Is it me? If I weren't sick, you'd be mopping the floor with Jack Larkin. It's one disease
Don't,
destroying
Jilly.
2 lives.
Listen,
But you
I don't
could
want to hear it.
still
All
have
right, I don't want to hear it.
Are you going to read?
And now when she looked steadily at her husband's failures, still more at his possible consciousness of failure, she seemed to be looking along the one track where duty became tenderness.
Consider a short position on Almond, Marty. The drilling on the North Shore's turned up dry.
Oh, is nothing right with this world anymore?
I haven't seen so many shorts since those Calvin Klein bus ads. Yo, Mark, so what are we gonna do? Short the whole market or what?
Almond's going down.
Yeah, well, when the red ink hits the fan, tell our masters it's all...
I heard that. Just sit with the position.
Yeah, for how long?
As long as it takes. Today. This minute. We gotta get this information to Harding any way we can. Fax it to him.
Faxes can be traced. Due to your off-white area, the information can't come from us.
Okay, make it an anonymous tip.
Yesterday you hated rats.
I still do. Here. There's Harding's number.
Oh, you do it.
It's against my principles.
Oh, and not mine?
Just, I got a reputation to consider.
Oh, and I don't.
Just make the damn call.
It's your responsibility.
Well, excuse my French, but a guy has to have principles. So that's a no, then.
His Royal Highness thanks you for informing him of the misappropriation of funds and wishes to convey his appreciation for your discretion in the matter.
No thanks are necessary. As the Prince said himself, it's difficult to control every aspect of an operation.
These are our amendments to your deal memo. You'll find that we moved back toward the original arrangements.
As the Prince expected.
You catch the thief?
Appropriate measures are being taken.
Do you think he'll be free for dinner tonight?
I'll have to ask.
Alas, I think not tonight. Samira will be busy.
They'll either arrest her here or send her back to Natar.
If she did take the money, couldn't she just pay it back?
Couldn't you just pay it back?
Yeah, why not?
She robs them and we save her ass. It's just not a way to impress the client.
So what happens to her if she goes back to Natar?
Well, Natar is governed by the Islamic code. I mean, it's rarer today and virtually unknown for white-collar crimes, but convicted thieves can still pay with their good right hands.
Well, what are we going to do?
This is what Adam might refer to as collateral damage.
So we do nothing.
Zoe?
Do we have to decide this right now?
If we interfere, the Prince will pull the plug. We can't let a $5,000 embezzlement derail a $500 million deal.
I'm the one who sent the Prince the invoice.
And put the deal back on the rails. It's one of the few good moves she made in the past couple of days. This is where we earn our money. By making hard choices.
Yeah, well, you don't care what happens to Samira, so,
Samira is not my responsibility. My clients are.
Okay. Harding here.
Houseware supply.
Houseware Supply.
Could you speak up?
Check the latest annual report. This is not a crank call. It's an anonymous tip from an anonymous person. I'm a woman. Financial Note 11. The franchise revenue should be divided by 5. That's in 5 years.
Stan Marty. Yeah, what do you hear about the OSC looking into houseware supplies? Huh? No, I'm not jerking you around. I heard some stuff and I was wondering if you did. Nothing, huh?
What would you have me do?
I'd let it slide. I don't want the business deal getting blown away by a storm of controversy over some human rights issue.
In Natar, we think more in terms of responsibility than the rights. She is a thief.
It's my responsibility you found the theft. It's just a negotiating ploy.
Yes, which worked.
I'm also a little concerned about the public relations aspect. Girl loses a hand. Press is likely to portray you as an extremist.
I am proud of the values which govern my life. And I don't worry about public relations.
I didn't mean any disrespect.
Yes. That's the problem. Exactly.
Every second I'm on the phone with you, I'm losing money.
More.
Oh, it's a tragedy, really. Yeah, a blue chip company like Houseware Supply.
My God, I've gutted every principle I ever held sacred. I'm a rat.
How's it feel?
Ask me again once I tally the winnings.
What did you do? Go to the airport?
Yeah, I had to.
Will Donald be fired?
Yeah, he probably will be.
Because I endangered your deal.
How about we fake the paperwork? Make it look like the whole thing was a bookkeeping error.
That prince will see right through it.
It'll give him the excuse that he needs to look the other way.
It's his principles. He's not looking for an excuse.
If we subtly make it known that it's a deal breaker, he'll take the bait. Come on.
If we make it look like a deal breaker, the deal will break. You'd send her back to get her hand chopped off, wouldn't you?
Do you know what the crime rate is in Natar?
Choking on this. If I save the girl, the deal tanks. If I save the deal, well, maybe the girl loses her hand. Any advice?
You're the lead on this.
You ever gonna make a decision or take a stand again? Huh? Hi, I'm Jack Larkin here for Adam Cunningham.
He's gone to the pharmacy.
In here, Mr. Larkin.
Thanks.
I'm Jillian Cunningham.
Hi, I'm very pleased to meet you.
You're the young pup who makes my husband so angry.
Is that what he says?
Could you step closer, please? I can't see very well.
Hi.
If you think you've got him on the run, you don't know Adam Cunningham.
I think I do.
He'll mop the floor with you once I'm gone.
I'm home. Jillian, I've got the prescription.
Ellie,
Right here.
he doesn't seem all that arrogant and hot-headed to me, Adam.
Adam, I need your help.
Advice?
No, it's not advice. I keep putting fires out on this Natari deal. They keep flaring up again. I think it might be better if you took over.
Duty calls. How long does it take to put things right?
Oh, an hour or so.
I'll be fine. As long as you give me a kiss goodbye.
Of course.
Now show that pup what you can do.
Well, would you agree with me, Your Highness, that the very basis for international business is a mutual respect for culture?
I would.
And indeed, the very basis of international business is a culture all its own, is it not? We have mores and ethics and rules, the most important of which, of course, is to cut to the bottom line.
Give us your point, Mr. Cunningham.
Of course. The crime was committed. We were both victimized. And you were robbed of $5,000.
You think the sum insignificant?
Forgiveness is only incumbent on Allah towards those who do evil in ignorance.
So the Quran says.
The thief overcharged you in our name. She used us as dupes. So I'm afraid we were forced to take steps. So if you would follow me, Your Highness. I laid the charges myself.
You are denying us the right to punish a thief in our own way.
This is not about rights, it's about responsibility. The crime happened here. So if you had spirited this thief out of the country, you would have been insulting my culture. And if we'd swept the whole affair under the rug, it would have insulted yours. So we abide by the common rules of our common culture.
She would never have lost a hand.
I know.
Marty, what are you doing here so late?
I'm worried about you.
Really?
Yeah, I think you figured you taught me something today, a little lesson. Reap what I sow, lest ye be judged kind of thing.
Glad to help.
Now, see, that's just the problem. You're not helping. You're not holding up your end of things around here.
And what exactly is my end of things?
You hold things together. Without you, they fly apart. You're the Bondo in the bodywork of Gardner Ross.
Thank you.
See, I stir things up, you clean them up. It's a synergetic, symbiotic relationship. I'm doing my part, you're not doing yours.
You're serious, are you?
Yes, and when I'm in the pit, I don't want to be thinking whether Adam and Jack's little war is going to be blowing up this firm.
Oh, Marty. I keep seeing my father.
Well, you live in Cedric's house, you work in his office. I got a beer that's gonna go flat.
Jillian? Too many pills, honey. I mean, you accidentally took too many pills. You took too many pills. Jillian, listen to me. Come on. You took too many pills. Jillian, come on. Come on. Sim, come on.
Let me go. Let me go. No more. No more.
This is Adam Cunningham. I'm on Dunvegan Road.